Hey everybody, 3KO Games here with the Monster Island event coming up here very soon. There are brand new heroes in the Monster Island Summon for us to take a look at today. So let's do that. Two brand new heroes, a yellow and a purple hero. The yellow hero 5-star ranger is Thura of this Plains Hunter family. And let's go through these family bonuses and passives at least one time here. So, Plains Hunter family heroes get an attack bonus when you bring 2 or more, all the way up to 5, a whole team of them. I don't know who's got a whole team of these guys, but okay. 5, 10, 15, or 20% attack bonus. And then there is an event bonus. During Monster Island, they get better stats and take less damage. So if you have any of these Hunter family heroes, remember to use them sometime during Monster Island. Yeah, then we get these passive skills. A 10% chance to drop the direct damage received from special skills to 1. That's a pretty fun passive. It doesn't happen all the time, but it's not when they fire their special skill. It's just all hits have a 10% chance of just being like, whoops, actually nothing. Yeah. So that's pretty great. And then we get this Hunter's Mark special when they cast their special skill. A random enemy gets a Hunter's Mark and receives 150 damage over 3 turns. That's not that much. But if a target already has this effect, duration will be refreshed. Damage will be increased by 150 up to 1,500 damage in total. So she's a fast speed hero. There's a chance that she fires her special a couple times. And then if it keeps hitting the same enemy randomly, right? That mark is going to make a bigger impact on that enemy. So that's that side of her card. Let's take a look at her stats here. 1054 team power. It's a new high. Congratulations. Yay. 1104 attack. So going pretty heavy on attack. 1001 health. 1880 on health. Oh, did I say 1001 health? 1001 defense. You know what I mean. Let's turn the max power preview on, which does not affect the rest of the skill. No, okay. So the rest of that skill is called Guiding Arrow. Again, at fast speed, it's going to deal 355% damage to the target and nearby. The more health the enemy has, the more damage they will receive, up to 435%. So actually, 355% damage is like the baseline. But could be 435% damage to target nearby. That's pretty strong. Caster and nearby allies bypass defensive buffs with their attacks for 3 turns. That's helpful. And the caster and nearby allies' special skills deal an additional 80% damage for 3 turns. At fast speed, she is doing a ton of damage, especially early on in the fight when those enemies probably have a lot of health left. And then she's setting up the rest of your team to just do even more damage. That's a pretty good hero. It would be a lot of fun to add her to the team. That's Thura. And then we have Dubhán, who is a 5-star purple paladin. These are all the same, so we'll skip this stuff. And we'll just take a look at stats. Stats are more evenly balanced for Dubhán. 1030 attack, 1015 defense, 2022 on health. So on the health side, He's going to live a long time. Yeah. I guess it makes sense for a paladin with that class bonus and increased defense. You want this guy to stick around. But he is a damage dealer too. There is a healing part of his special, but it's mostly damage dealing. Let's turn max power preview back on. And this average speed special is Thundering Strike. 300% damage to the target, and if that target had more than 50% health before receiving damage, it targets another enemy who had over 50% health before receiving any damage from this special skill. If none of the other enemies had 50% health, it targets a random enemy. The damage is increased. Usually you see the opposite, decrease on each consecutive hit, but this is an increase on each consecutive hit. So you want him to go off early before you've wiped out the other team too much. Then, and each enemy can only be hit once. Yeah. All hit enemies receive 498 bleed damage over 3 turns. That's okay. That's not a huge number. But the caster and their nearby allies absorb 30% of that dealt bleed damage as health. So he's not a primary healer. You can't bring him in as your only healer. But it's a nice little bonus to get some of that bleed damage back. And suddenly he and the nearby allies are all getting just a little bit stronger. Also a very strong hero. Team power is not quite as high as Thura. I think, personally, I'm a little bit more interested in Thura than Dubhán, but it doesn't matter because I don't have any coins, and I'm not going to spend any gems right now. Those are the 2 new heroes in Monster Island. I don't think there are any 4 stars or 3 stars hiding out somewhere that we don't know about. Wow, there's a lot of these. Nope. No new heroes that way. I do have a couple of Untold Tales pulls that I can do, and Untold Tales has a costume for Phorcys. I've never gotten lucky to pull any Untold Tales heroes, so maybe this is the magic moment with 4 pulls. We'll see. So, taking a look at Phorcys' old original card, that Merman minion is 27% HP, 26% attack. It adds 5% mana and taunt. That's the first part of the changing tides thing. So here, 25, 25, 20, 27, 26. Adds 4% mana. And the caster gets taunt that prevents enemies from using special skills for 3 turns. So that looks like that's all just the first cast is just all worse. Pretty sure here. Okay. Second cast, 27, 26, 5. And then more attack from the minions. Okay. Second cast. Oh, okay. That Merman minion gets stronger. 30% HP, 35% attack. And that taunt goes to 4 turns. A 4-turn taunt. Every other time that you fire that special skill, and it comes back to the second cast. So yeah, that's a noticeable improvement on the second cast. Previously, his second cast his first cast was strong enough we didn't need to do much, but now they're saying, hey, let's really up what we're doing for the second cast. Plus, we're gonna get a okay costume bonus. 10, 10, 15, and 1. Luckily, I think they recognize that Untold Tales heroes are still pretty strong. They're not the strongest in the game, but we don't need to buff them with a costume bonus the same way we have been doing with Underwild heroes or something like that. or Toon Heroes or something like that. So that's that. Let's see. Effect on special skill. Yeah, I believe that's the same. Yeah, that's the same. Great. So that's Phorcys' costume. And we do have a couple coin pulls here. Maybe I'll get lucky randomly to pull a 5-star in Untold Tales. Probably not, but let's do the pulls anyway. Bane, just what I wanted. Another Bane. You got to get at least one Malia anytime you're pulling in here. And one Menesius. So here's my Menesius. Yep. And then here's the big one. Somebody good. Ishtak. Not exactly. Okay, well, hey, sometimes these, yes, sometimes they give you just more pulls. Thank you. I love that. So 2 more pulls. We'll do them. Menesius. Yeah. And Malia. Yes, exactly who I get. Well, nothing to write home about. But those are the new heroes, the new costumes today. Thanks all for checking out the video. I've been pretty busy with school and haven't posted a whole lot in the last week. But hope you are all doing well. And we'll see you next time.